Good afternoon. I am Curtis Esquivel, and I'm the Director of Communications and Community Engagement at the Betcher Foundation. At Betcher, we believe in the promise of Colorado and the potential of Coloradans. Our mission is focused on championing excellence by investing in our state's most talented citizens and high potential organizations. Today is a favorite annual event for so many, even though I didn't get my walk-up song, for so many of us because of what we're here to elevate, and that's leadership, and who we're here to elevate, and that's Colorado's doers and difference makers. Our work at Betcher aligns so well with the Denver Metro Chamber Leadership Foundation's Colorado Leadership Alliance, which has been instrumental in lifting up leadership and supporting young people in their leadership journeys. The Alliance connects leadership programs from four-year colleges and universities across the state. In addition to the leadership they provide on their respective campuses, student participants attend an annual summit where they are exposed to community and statewide issues. Each year, the Betcher Foundation partners with the Leadership Foundation to recognize one Student Leader of the Year among a handful of talented finalists. The winner sets a standard of excellence across four categories. Those are academic excellence, extraordinary support of their campus leadership program, exceptional community service, and outstanding character. College, as we know, is a critical time to cultivate leaders who are committed to serving others. And this year's Student Leader of the Year exemplifies this selfless spirit of service. I am honored to announce that Sarah Kamash of the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs is our 2021 Student Leader of the Year. And I'm listening and I can feel and hear through the sound waves your applause for Sarah, who joins us from her family's home in Colorado Springs. And Sarah, we're going to engage in some Q&A, which is a really nice treat, I think, for all of us today. Congratulations again. It's great to see you static to engage in a short Q&A so we can learn more about you. As the service coordinator of the Chancellor's Leadership class at UCCS, what project are you most proud of planning?
So I was lucky enough to start a new tradition at the Chancellor's Leadership class, which is our Alumni and Scholar Day of Service, which we connect our alumni network and the hundreds of alumni graduated from our program to our scholars, where we participate in a day of service. And so in November, we did a Friendsgiving, which was virtual, and it was great. We raised, I think, 250 pounds of food for local food banks across the country. And we did a little Friendsgiving at the end of the day via Zoom. And it was just nice to be able to connect our scholars to our alumni and share our experiences from that day. And we'll hopefully do an Earth Day day of service in April. So this will be tradition from now on in CLC. So I'm excited.
Fantastic, and such important and fun work at the same time. You also established and became president of the first ever UCCS Middle East and Northern Africa Club. What inspired you to start this organization?
So I was born in Jordan, and I lived there for a few years before moving here to the United States with my family. And I'm a Muslim from, I come from a Muslim family. I am a Muslim as well. And I realized there was no community on campus for that group of people, and something I hold near and dear to my heart. It's part of my leadership identity that I absolutely love. And so I really wanted to foster a connection and communication and conversation between people from that part of the world and also people who aren't from that part of the world but want to have a discussion and conversation and learn about cultures, traditions, religions, so on and so forth of the Middle East and Northern Africa.
And thinking about your sort of international experiences, you've traveled to 15 countries. And how have those experiences internationally changed your perspective on leadership as you sit here today?
So they may not necessarily changed my perspective, but I was always brought up, my family values open-mindedness, and there's so much we can learn from people of different backgrounds and different cultures. And my international travel has really solidified that for me. It has become a core value in my leadership. I think when you're open-minded and you want to sit down and really listen to people who are from different parts of the world or have different backgrounds than you, there's so much you can learn. And whatever you're working on, whether it be personal, professional, that experience is just amplified when you're open-minded and you allow others to share their stories and their experiences with you.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. We've talked a little bit, and Dan teed it up early about when we were talking about introspection and what we've been doing in our lives, especially the last year around community service and involvement. What would you say if you've all of your involvement and volunteerism, what has it taught you about yourself and the world around you?
I have learned that I am a lifelong learner. Most of my work is with kids. I volunteer in the fourth grade at my local elementary school, my old elementary school, matter of fact. And I was so surprised, but I learned just as much from the kids I worked with um, as much as I had taught them. I did not think that I could learn from fourth graders, but I can. And all the different service projects that I have been lucky enough to be a part of, I've learned from everyone um, who I've worked with, who I've collaborated with. And it's taught me that in the world, there is so much to learn every day, and you should take advantage of those opportunities because you never know that could benefit you in the future. It could be something new you learn. It's just, it's a great opportunity that I really hope everyone takes.
Great, that's important advice for all of us. Okay, our last question. We know you plan to graduate later this summer, so I want to say early congratulations. You will be earning your degree in biology. What are your plans post-graduation?
So I'm planning on either attending medical school in August 2021 or starting a master's in biomedical sciences for a year and then continuing to med school in 2022. I hope to become a pediatric surgeon. I love working with kids. So my next steps are more school, but I'm very excited.
Well, thank you, Sarah, and congratulations again. We look forward to following your leadership journey. We know you'll check back in with us as you really chart the course for your next chapter and beyond. So thanks for joining us today from Colorado Springs. And
Thank you
Tom,
for having me.
you.